in the West, maybe we have this idea of like build knowledge is something you're building, but you can also think of it as something you're taking away. Like you're taking away the, you're like in meditation, you're letting pass the um the sort of wrong thinking and self-destructive sorts of out of control patterns and things like that. But do you have
Mm-hmm.
practices? That's the thing.
Well, I think I've done stuff. I'm just not very consistent with it. But yeah, like I've done some meditation, like you said. And like one thing I struggle with a lot is like sensitivity to noise. It's like something in my mind, like when there's like noise I consider unnecessary, I just like hyper focus on it
Hmm.
and I'm really bothered by it, and I'm kind of causing my own suffering that way.
Mhm.
But with the waking up kind of meditations I've been doing, I
Are you talking about the
really have,
app, waking up app? The
yeah,
same here. Okay.
yeah. Noise are kind of like parts of those meditations, and you're kind of just supposed to just let them be,
You're
and
talking
they're
about the
just kind of part of.
mindfulness meditations where
Mhm.
you're just sort of aware of sounds.
Yeah.
And then there'd be random noises that you hear.
Hmm. Yeah, and you just kind of have to accept that as part of your environment and not let yourself be bothered by them.
Mm.
Um,
Ha,
so I'd say like in that kind of small way, it's been kind of helping me a little bit.
mm. You do feel like it's changed you a little bit.
I feel like just less bothered by noise, like not all the time. Like at nighttime I'm still like really bothered by it, but yeah, I'm just not as bothered at least a lot of the time now.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, many people have this idea of meditation as sort of someone being calm all the time. And I guess that's kind of true, but it's not like they're imposing the calm. It's more
Mhm.
like they have slowly over many, many, many hours over years,
Mhm.
um, peeled away, I don't know, conceptual thinking and reactivity to where just things that arise in outside and inside themselves, they're just going with it.
Mhm.
So, once an agitated feeling or action, agitating action happens, then it's sort of like they're, not really pissed off about it afterwards,
Yeah.
and it's just sort of let go. And it's not like they're thinking about it and reliving it and kind of keeping
Mhm.
this is often the motion that people do for someone being crazy, which is
Mhm.
interesting. I wonder if we have this idea that it's like rumination. I'm twirling my hand around my
Mhm.
uh, ear, but yeah, we have this sense that craziness is rumination, is repetitive rumination.
Mhm. Yeah. And yeah, I feel like it's a shame like we have a big misunderstanding of kind of what meditation is.
Mm.
At least here in the West, where we think of something that you do in a controlled environment for noise and whatever else might be annoying to you. But
Yeah,
yeah, it's something you do to deal with the uncontrolled environment.
yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, I think I haven't meditated for that long, a few years, but I think I don't have this idea very much anymore. But I think for the longest time, up until somewhat recently, I had this idea, this sort of concept going in that I want to feel better. And I think people, I wonder, I would think a lot of people have that idea of meditation that it's like
mhm,
you're trying to be calm, You're trying to feel better. You're trying not to feel bad, pissed off, you know, agitated, unfocused, things like that.
Mm.
And yeah, you don't want to feel that way, but it's sort of like the way to not feel those things as much or not be bothered by those things as much is not to try directly to
Mm.
not feel that way, but to train your mind to not do the things that were making you feel that way. If that makes sense.
Mm.